what we've built here and why it's working is because we're looking after the people, our people.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean we don't mind people from the outside coming. We enjoy having new people. Yeah. But we do take care of our family, you know, our clients.
Yeah.
It's not just about money.
Today's guest is Adolfo Aldana Jr., a Sotogrande resident and the young entrepreneur behind Agora Sotogrande, the restaurant club located at Marisol, adding to the dining and nightlife scene in Sotogrande. Son of former Spain and La Liga footballer Adolfo Aldana, he brings a fresh professional approach to hospitality, blending quality food, music and service, while staying rooted in the local community. Adolfo, you're very welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Just before we start, for the listeners who may be meeting you for the first time, who is Adolfo Aldana Jr.? And what would you say you are in one sentence? Who are you?
I would say that's a good question. You start very well. I would say I'm like a creative soul that has come here to make people enjoy, have fun. Yeah. That's how I would describe myself.
Okay. So you have that in your blood? Is that something that you started when you were very young, wanting to... My daughter, when she was quite young, said to me, I want to be an event planner. And I said, what do you mean, organize parties? Yeah, and we can go to university for that. I thought, very interesting. Universities do that. Is that what you mean? Is entertainment, hospitality, or is it more soulful?
I think it's a bit more soulful because it probably runs a bit in the family.
Right.
My two brothers, for example, do physio. They like helping people,
right.
Treating them, helping them be a bit more relaxed and have a better life.
Right.
And in my case, I enjoy making people happy. That's what makes me happy.
Okay.
And I guess that's my purpose as well.
Cool. So, growing up as a son of a famous footballer, your father played for Real Madrid, played for Spain. What was it like being a child in that environment? And did that help you form your future thoughts? How did that work out for you?
It worked out well. It is true that a lot of people know me as my father's son. Yeah. But in a way, he's always supported us to do whatever our passion was, me and my brothers as well. None of us do football. The Borja does play quite a bit more often football,
but for fun.
Just for fun. Yeah. Then my other brother and I, we just play very, very casually.
Yeah. The reason you're sitting in that chair is your father asked me to ask you. Not really. No, I saw him once, and I said, "You really come on the podcast?" And he says, "His English is not, because I'm trying to get this in Spanish as well." Mm-hmm. But he said, "No, interview the boys." So that's what. And
you should bring my brother too.
I will.
Yeah, he's a bit more shy, but I'm sure he'll.
Well, he'll see this, and you can maybe ask him to come along. So being a child of a famous footballer, and being exposed to maybe the press that's there, photography. I know things have changed dramatically because now we have social media, as I think you were saying. And what was that as impression as a child? Is that something that you remember still? Is something that affected you maybe as you grew up?
It did affect us obviously because we traveled quite a bit. With my father. Nowadays it's a lot different with social media. Obviously people are a lot more exposed than back in the day. Mm-hmm. I'm talking 25, 30 years ago. Yeah. So obviously things have changed a lot. But at the same time, I think it was a good thing to be able to adapt to different schools, meeting different people. For us, it's been, as kids, easier to adapt to different circumstances.
But your dad is from this part of the world, no? He's from
San Roque.
From San Roque. Yeah. And therefore, presumably you lived in Madrid. Where else did you live? La Coruña? Or?
La Coruña, Barcelona as well.
You're right.
I played for Espanyol. Mérida as well.
Right.
And then we moved here.
And he never played international another club outside of Spain?
He played for Spain, but just, I think, for a few matches.
Right, but never played as in a club outside of Spain?
Not outside.
Okay. Yeah. So your schooling was, you speak perfect English. Is that because you were asked to, or not asked to, but given an English education?
Yeah, so I went to international school.
Oh, okay.
And that's probably one of the best decisions that they did, because I didn't really have to study English.
Right.
So I just, by speaking with my friends,
You learned it, yeah.
meeting the people around here,
Yeah.
that was, to me, if I could recommend it to anyone,
Yeah.
it would be a must, because at the end of the day, a language is like another,
Sure.
like.
And did you finish school here in Sotogrande, or where did you finish school?
So I did here until I was 10 or 12.
Yeah.
So from 7 or 8 till 12, 13.
Yeah.
Then I went to San Jose in
San
Estepona,
Jose.
and then I finished in Algeciras.
Right.
So at the end of the day, I ended up meeting people from
Sure.
both sides, Estepona and Algeciras,
Right.
which is also good because I have closest friends. From
That's a path that a lot of Spanish families I know do. Take kids that are young, learn English, and I had Roberto, somebody here who was it? Yeah, I think Roberto Bass. He was here, Ricardo. And
he was in my class. He was my best friend from Violeta.
Well, he's been there, sitting in that chair, as you've probably seen, and he learned English, and he speaks perfect English, and did the same. He went from international school and went off to, I think, to Montecalpe, no?
He went to Montecalpe,
yeah. And then did his career as a vet. So, fantastic that happens. And I know a lot of kids who speak perfect English. You think, why are you Spanish or not? It's really good. What's the toughest part of having a famous parent, you think? Is it the exposure? Is it, you said people know my father me because of my father, or is it? Does that worry you? Is that an issue, or is it?
To us, it's not like I go saying it to everyone.
Yeah.
So unless someone.
No, I understand.
Google's my name online, and then they're gonna see that my father make a connection about it. If we go outside from this area, maybe not that many people.
Of course.
Can make that connection.
Yeah. Is there any story that shaped you about your childhood, you think, that led you to think you wanted to go, maybe as a younger person, into what you do now?
Probably when I was really, really young in La Coruña.
Yeah. And
this story I remembered recently, but one of the friends from my mum had a really big nightclub there.
Okay.
Well, actually 2 of them. And when I was 2, 3, 4 years old, sometimes when it was closed, they would show me it. Okay. And they would be testing lights and seeing lights. Okay. Imagine seeing that as a child.
Yeah.
Then years passed by, and I was like, okay, I really like this. I'm not too sure why. Yeah. Maybe that's something that marked me when I was little. I'm not sure.
Could be. Subconscious.
Yeah.
Agora, which is where you have your thing now. Mm-hmm. What did you do before that? I mean, so you went to school? Did you go to university, or did you?
I traveled when I was young as well, and then when I was 18, I traveled again as well.
Okay.
That's a lot of a long story, but I can resume it.
Tell me about that part of your life.
I decided to go to Germany. Mm-hmm. I studied German. Wann kann wir Deutsch sprechen?
Oh wow!
Ich habe ein bisschen vergessen, aber
I don't. So there you go. That's embarrassing for me. Well done.
And I went there to study mechanical engineering.
Right.
It had nothing to do with what I do now.
Okay.
But I really liked and I had a passion for motorbikes, cars, engines, and fixing things in general. Okay. So I went there. Then, after 2 years and learning German, I decided I didn't like it. So I went. And I was like, I wanted to do something creative. I didn't know what. I really like designing, creating anything, which is one of the things that I do now with events. Yeah. And whenever I can put my mind to create. But obviously, imagine if I were to do graphic design, is a very narrow career. So they recommended me, why don't you do marketing and business management? Then you can do whatever you want, or you can work for yourself, or you can work for other people. So I went to Málaga and then Madrid to study marketing and business management. Then I went to Australia.
Wow!
And I was traveling while studying. I was coming here and I was working. So I've worked in Chambao, in Old Moon when I was 17, 18 years old. After Polo, pretty much many places. Around Soto, from hostelería, you say? Hospitality. And from each place I've been learning a little bit.
Right.
And I've obviously for many years been gathering information. Right. Then I moved to Germany and I met there a really good friend of mine. He's like a brother now, and he didn't have any, or he didn't own any nightclub or any place, but he did events in those places. So he didn't have the risk of having to have rent or any of the costs associated with it. But he would be the one controlling what was done in each place. Okay. So I got that idea, brought back the concept, and started doing events with a brand called Oasis. It's like theme parties that we do. And from there, COVID hit.
Okay. So hit everybody.
Hit the world. Hit everybody. Didn't really want to speak about anything related to COVID, but it is true that it brought me back from Australia home.
So you spent COVID in Australia? Or?
I spent COVID in Australia, yeah.
That was quite tough, wasn't it, at the time?
To me it was, so COVID was going down here and it was going up there. Yeah. And I just switched places.
Oh, okay.
So when it was a bit lower here, obviously there were restrictions and other things happening. So COVID hit, I was in Australia, and my mum was like, what is going on with the world? Yeah. All the boys fly back home, because one of them was in Madrid, another one was with me in Australia. Oh. So he came, and we all of us came back home. Yeah. And then I was like, what am I going to do? Yeah. Soto didn't have anything going on. Everything was obviously closed. I started working in a company in Jib. Yeah. They gave me the opportunity there to do a whole rebranding of the company. Okay. Peninsula 360 it's called, and they do many things. Yeah. Was there for 2 years, really enjoyed it there. And then I started realizing, obviously I was living here, going to Jib every day, and I was like, there's nothing going on in Soto. Yeah. Obviously you have nice restaurants. Yeah.
Is that something that, I mean, as you know, in the real estate business, and one of the advantages that Sotogrande has for many people is that it hasn't got nightlife. Yeah,
it's true.
And by that I mean, you know, hardcore nightlife. In other words, you go to Marbella, you can go to all these nightclubs, and you are exposed to, if you know what you're looking at, something which is not that tasty in the sense that you know, and you know, we hear stories, and I think the nightlife brings in an element that wants to control it, wants to live off it, wants to etc., and that's one of the reasons we have a very safe, boring nightlife. We have good restaurants, people go home after eating and that sort of thing. Having said that, I think it's not right for me, when I was living here with my 16 and 17-year-old daughters, saying, this is really boring, Dad, you know. So I had to drive them to Banús, and I had to let them go and keep an eye on what was going on, and then bring them home at 3 and 4 in the morning, because it's only fair that kids get out and enjoy what they need to enjoy at a certain time of their lives, you know. So it's a you know, one way or the other, you know, which way do you want it? So I'm for it. I was really for the after polo, because I think that allowed holidaymakers here to have their children go somewhere where they can burn out and come home and, you know, whatever it was. And in a way, maybe you are offering that gap, you know, by offering what you have at Agora. I'm not sure whether that's the objective or not.
What we do and what we've wanted from the beginning is not to box ourselves just as a nightclub. Yeah. So the main thing that we focus on is doing events. That's our main focus. Yeah. Obviously, we do have the nightclub area, and it is true that especially the months of summer, because the rest of the year, as you know, there's not that many people to be able to get things running how they're meant to be.
Well, they're people, but it's not people that want to go there.
It's people that there's everything, because I know quite a lot of people that go to Marbella or they try to do something. The main thing with people here, and that's a thing that I think that we might have gotten right, is that people have really nice houses. And usually they gather around houses. So it's a big group of friends, they gather in one house, they gather in another one. For anyone to be able to get those people out of their houses into a place is not easy.
Yeah.
It's very difficult because when you're at home, you feel comfortable, and when you're in a home of a friend, you feel super relaxed, super comfortable. Yeah. That's what we're trying to build. To build like the house of everyone in Soto, and not just kids, because we do a lot of events for different crowds.
Yeah. The restaurant's still working now?
And the restaurant's still working at the moment. So at the beginning, which can be another question, when we started with Agora, we tried to open the whole year round, because in my mind and with everyone that I was speaking, I was like, okay, if I have a business for 12 months, that means I can get it going during 12 months, and if I have to pay a rent, maybe by being open, I can be paying that rent on the different costs that there are. It took us 2 years to realize that opening less time and completely closing for some other months is actually better. Yeah. People, if they have it every day or if they have it every weekend, they don't take it as something special. Yeah. So they go to some other houses, or they're a bit more relaxed, and obviously during the higher and lower seasons, the volumes of people fluctuate a lot. So the third year and the fourth year that we started this year, we decided, look, let's just focus on the dates that we've got enough people here for people that want to relax and enjoy, to be able to have that, and the other ones to be able to...
How many people can you accommodate there?
Up to 400.
400.
Yeah.
And it's all in the plaza or inside as well?
We've got it outside and inside. Usually we open outside for the restaurant. Yeah. And that's a concept that we saw in many different places. So you have the restaurant at the beginning. So at the beginning we used to do a lot more shows. And then we transition into the night. Okay. So let's say you want to go out for dinner one day. You can go out for dinner, and then you come for dinner. You can go for dinner, and then if you want to stay having one drink or two drinks, you can. If you want to, for some reason, continue a bit longer and have a dance, you can.
Do that.
And because the space is quite big, we can have different sections and areas, which is what we're working on. A lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to go there if my kids are there. Yeah. Which can happen. Obviously, in summer, we segment it by days. So in between the week, from Monday to Thursday, usually you're going to find a younger crowd. Friday, Saturday, you're going to find older crowd. And even on those days, there's sections that we have for older crowd.
And in summer, are you open more, or is it just only events as well in the summer?
What we do in summer is we're open. This summer we've been opening Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and what we do is based on what I was explaining from Australia previously. What we do is those days we do events. So I'm going to put an example with Thursdays. Oasis. It's theme parties. Every Thursday we do an event called Oasis, and each Thursday is a different theme. Right. So we've got Egyptian night, and we've got alien invasion, and we've got pool party, or we got whatever. Saturdays, for example, we've been doing Reggaeton night. Okay. So people can choose where they want to go to. And Fridays we've been putting a bit more of Afro house, Latin house, a bit of tech house. Okay. Whoever likes that kind of music can go there.
Okay. Paola, did okay, eh?
Yeah,
you
have
to go. Sounds good. The restaurant, therefore, is for people like me who come and enjoy themselves, and maybe later on need to go to the door because we're a bit older, and the young kids then take off and start enjoying it. Yeah.
Our main focus, though, because the restaurant, if we were to have it now open, the costs are very high just to maintain it open without knowing how many people are going to go to your restaurant.
How many employees did you have when you sort of have the restaurant working? You need staff, you need the staff. Kitchen, you need the whole thing. So it's
you need quite a bit of staff, because you don't know if 10 people are going to turn up, if 100 people are going to turn up, or if none. That's why we focus now on events.
And they're pre-booked, so
they're pre-booked.
So you know what you're getting.
But yeah, what I was saying, we've been having quite a lot of events these past weeks, and we know how many people are going to come. We can buy the food for those amount of people. I can hire, or I can get my staff for
And typically you get 100, 200?
Depends.
Yeah.
Usually for us to be able to open and it be worth it, it's usually more than 40 or 50 people.
Okay.
But we are, for example, this year, in May, we've got pretty much every Friday booked with communions in the afternoon. And then every Friday for those months, including June as well, we've got a lot of graduation parties.
Right.
So we can do afternoon event for communions, we close, we do the event for the graduation.
Okay, so I wasn't aware of that. That's excellent. Yeah. Generally speaking, you've been in Sotogrande long enough to see it grow. I mean, I came in 2005, and I've seen it grow from maybe 4,000 people that live here year round to maybe double, even more than that now. So we have, certainly after COVID, a number of people decided to come and live here, and we have, because of COVID, you got home working, people working from home, so they can come and live, have the big house here and an apartment in London or in Berlin or wherever. It goes the other way around. Kids go to the school. The school has exploded. It's now 1,400 kids there. It was 800 when I first arrived. But also the offering in terms of restaurants and entertainment has got much better. We have the MIM Hotel is open. You've got the terrace upstairs. You've got Incha. The K-Bar is always going to be the K-Bar. You've got a restaurant down here called Plaza Blanca. I don't know if you know about it, but down here, even on Torrevadiero, I did one of my things, walk by. I think I counted 16 different places you can actually have something to eat. From starting at the Indian at one end, and I walked all the way to Trasmayo, across the road, and started counting them all the way back. And there was that number of things, which I was surprised. I stopped and counted them. So all that is good because it's bringing more and more people. What's your view of all of that? Is that something you've noticed as you live here? Do you go out to different places, or do you always go to the same places?
I like trying new places. At the end of the day, everyone knows each other here, so we probably know everyone from every restaurant. We try to visit all of them whenever we have some time, and it is true that knowing most of the people that own the restaurants here, I know it in the months of winter is a bit tougher. Of course. Yeah. So we always try to support when we can, go there and try to get everyone to support the businesses in the low months.
But the thing is, I think, you take Chambao obviously disappears. It's gone. It just came down last week, and I was talking to Juanma the weekend. And so he makes his year in a 5-6 month period. That's because on the beach, obviously, it's the extreme. Others, they go up and then they come down, but manage an average that obviously more than breaks even. Otherwise, why are they doing it? So it works that way. You see that as well, presumably, a little bit. In the winter months, things calm down. People don't have the events that happen. But you mentioned, communions, and that's the month of May type of thing, really. And so it's Sotogrande is growing. It's developing. Growing. It's
for sure.
Yeah.
And I think, the vision is that obviously it's going to keep on growing. I don't know to what point that's going to be good or not so good, not 100% sure.
Excuse interruption. My tip for today: if you want to sell your house, please insist that your agent prices it realistically. There's nothing worse than having an overpriced house, because you will not get any traction, you will not get any visitors. People do look at what pricing is, they do compare, and they are very intelligent when they're shopping for a big ticket number. So price correctly, we'll sell it then. You like it sort of going to be a village and not a big town?
No, I like, what I'm trying to explain is, I like Sotogrande not becoming mainstream, If you get what I mean.
Yeah, no, and I perfectly mean, because I've seen it develop, okay? The good thing about Sotogrande is that it's finite, okay? Geographically, it's finite. And it's a low-density urbanization which has a plan general, like it dates back years. So, what you can build is specified. It can be, 6 meters from the road, 3 meters from the side, 6.5 meters high, up at Torreon for 9, and that's it. And very soon we're going to be out of everything. If you look at the map there, the deep purple stuff is what can be developed. The pink stuff is what has been developed in terms of high density, so Valgrande, Senda Chica, Village Verde, all of that. The port is done, and that's it. Okay? So what you're going to have, maybe, is some places here, like your place, maybe becoming a destination place. So people from Algeciras will come to your place. People from Estepona will come to your place because you're doing events. Yeah. And that's how you bring them in, and they go. They don't necessarily have to live here. The same way I'm seeing people from Marbella who bought there in the 30s, 30 years ago, who are now 60, saying, I don't like Marbella, because Marbella, 30 years ago, I didn't have a traffic jam when I went to the supermarket. And I could walk around with my Rolex and it wasn't going to be hit in the head and taken off. So I come and buy here. I save myself €1 million because over there my house is 2 million. And for the 2 million, the same size house, I can buy it for 1 million here. So, and guess what? The infrastructure is so good. I can be back there at my favorite restaurant in 30 minutes, meet my friends, have my night out, and come home and wake up here on a Sunday morning in tranquil Sotogrande. So I think those things will happen. Yeah. You'll have a little bit outside, like in Torrevadiaro, you got the new stuff being built. That is going to attract people, of course, but it's going to, who can afford a 2.5 million townhouse? Someone with money. And so it's going to be the quality of the people living here is going to still be good with money and be able to spend it, and your establishment will do well. I'm pretty sure of that. Yeah. I don't think it'll ever become high rise. And Sotogrande is, I think, a district of Marbella rather than Sotogrande or Marbella. You can't compare them. Marbella is a town. Marbella is a city. It's got Banús. It's
got so much life. Yeah. You walk there.
Now compare Sotogrande with Zagaleta. Yes. Okay. There are comparisons, there are differences, but compare it with Benhabis, compare it with, neighborhoods like that.
I like what we have here.
Yeah, this is fantastic.
I like it. I mean, that's why I'm here.
Which is my question is, do you have any ambition to go elsewhere, to go to Marbella? Because there you could have every night something going on, probably.
Yeah. I don't want to go there. No, I think what we've built here and why it's working is because we're looking after the people, our people. Yeah. And it doesn't mean we don't mind people from the outside coming. We enjoy having new people. Yeah. But we do take care of our family, our clients. Yeah. It's not just about money. A lot of people have tried to build here businesses like Agora or similar. And if you just focus on money, on charging everyone about everything and not giving them an experience, which is what I mentioned before with the events, we try to do something different each day, then it doesn't work. You're gonna probably make money for 1 year, but it's not gonna last many years. Right.
How did you develop the marketing side of it? I mean, I remember right at the beginning I was there and I did a social media thing. I think it was the first one that did something, and it got some little bit of traction. And I mean, do you rely on the newspaper? Do you rely on now social media and just do you have an email database that you can go out to people? I know when you book, you have to obviously put in some details so you can collect that and keep it. Is that how you're doing it, or is there?
At the beginning, we didn't want to do much communication because it was the first time that I was opening a restaurant. So I didn't know how the food was gonna be. I was a complete mess. Being honest with you, because it was the first time I was doing it, and obviously I had a lot of people in plantilla on my team. I was really stressed. My mindset wasn't completely right. The energy that I was putting out there wasn't the right one to be. As years passed, I've become more relaxed, and I guess people can see that. When they come to see me, they feel that I'm more relaxed and not super stressed about every single thing, you know?
Yeah. Yes, I mean, you grow into anything. It's like anything you do. I mean, first time I was in front of a camera, it was like, and you trip up over yourself and everything else, and it's a different thing. So moving on, let's see. Favorite table at Agora? Do you have sort of tables? Which is your favorite table that you say is my table? Is there one? Is there like in Casablanca, where you have your own table?
I do have a table, which is one of the middle pine.
Yeah.
The reason, I don't know why. Maybe because from there I can see
what's going on.
See what's going on from everywhere.
Yeah.
But if we have to sell it, we sell it.
Okay.
It's not really my table.
What is the best sort of music that gets people into the mood in Agora, you think? I know you mentioned many
I like electronic, but it doesn't work that well yet.
Yeah.
From electronic, I don't mean techno, which I do, but I like all variety. The thing is that people usually here around the area like reggaeton.
Yeah.
So I gotta give people what they want.
Reggaeton.
And slide a bit of electronic.
And do you get people dancing proper reggaeton?
Yeah.
Yeah?
No, they really dance and enjoy.
I'm going to show you a picture of what I have of myself. I used to live in Colombia.
Oh, no.
Right? Before I came here, I was in Colombia. And I took my whole sales team on a thing, and I was the el güero, the blondie, guy. And the girls took me out there from the factory floor and said, right, you do teach, they taught me to dance reggaeton. So I knew. So
you know how to dance reggaeton?
Sort of, but my knees won't allow it now because I've got a, but it's an amazing dance. It's so catchy and everything else. It's really good. It's good fun. If you had to order one dish in your restaurant, which one would be your favorite?
Solomillo, probably.
Solomillo?
Yeah.
That's the classic, yeah?
Classic. I like classic.
Yeah. Good. Do you have
gambas? Look, there's one that is hummus. It's a bit of a weird mix, but it's actually quite nice. It's hummus from a recipe from a really good friend, actually from Marbella.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure if I can say that.
Why?
Yeah, I can say it.
It could be anybody.
Yeah, I can say it. It can be anybody. And we've added something that he wouldn't have added, but it's gambas pilpil.
Okay.
And the mix is actually very nice.
Okay, so gambas pilpil with the secret ingredient is the thing that you like most.
Yeah.
Okay, there everybody listening. Ask for the secret one.
He's gonna kill me if he hears it.
No, he won't kill you. What would you have a message to anyone listening to this about what's happening in Agora this following 12 months? Have you got anything special? Is it going to be more of the same? Do you have anything exciting to announce, maybe, or?
So at the moment, actually, today we've started with remodeling a few things, which is what we do usually when we close for the season. We see what can be improved, and we've obviously got now 2 months until December.
Yeah.
So we've got this whole month. We do a party of Halloween, 31st.
Okay.
On Friday, and then we continue with remodeling and making quite a lot of changes.
Mm-hmm.
December we've got the dinners for companies and corporate events as well. We're going to be opening Saturdays to the public, and then the 31st of December, which we do the biggest event.
Yeah.
Then we close again, and we keep on
doing the events,
redoing, remodeling a few things.
So
which is what we're always like investing and trying to see what we could improve to make the experience better for our guests.
Fantastic. Is there anything that I have not asked you that you wish I had? Your brothers.
Yeah, well, no.
You mentioned your brothers at the beginning. So they're both in health. They're both
in health.
In the physios and I don't know what.
In Alda Physio. So they got a clinic there up in the house.
Yeah, so they do physio and which I know lots of people that go up there and they're very good. Anyway, thank you very much.
Thank you very much,
very good of you. Ladies and gentlemen, there you are, Adolfo Aldana, who has been a young boy here, went to the school, went away, went to Australia, has come back and is here with Agora, and a lovely place for everybody to go and enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you, Charles.